Hi, how you guys doing? I'm Kateria. Welcome to the Power of God Ministries, JC. I hope the lighting is good. If not, I've been videotaping and I just got to keep going. Battery dying, so the light dims. I'm finna keep going because I'm. So this one right here is talking about basically the fall of the Gupta Empire. All right, the fall of the Gupta dynasty, right, which is the eastern side of the Roman Empire. So you can say this is a video also known as the fall of the Roman Empire. All right, we're going to focus on the Gupta Empire that was located in India. And I'm just going to go over what caused this empire to fall because this is the video, this is the information that God brought me across again to show me the similarities that it has with America. All right, and basically as far as things that we can take from it to try to make sure it don't happen to America, I didn't really see it, but maybe someone else sees it. But it's just also just showing how it lines up to be so. So I'm going to go through that information. All I can do is say one thing about how they defeated the Dahana Nanda. All right. And I'm going to jump to that first. So how they defeated the Hana Nanda, whatever time period that was. All right. Chandra Gupta, how they defeated it was how they recovered. It was they raised a new army and started capturing the border villages gradually. They advanced to the Wanda capital called Patalapunta, something like that, and killed Donna Nanda. So basically, it was really short and sweet on how they just talked about how they recovered grounds. Okay, and that's the only thing that I'm about to say that'll just tell you about how to do something differently, because the rest of this stuff is like prophecy that this is what God is showing. So I don't think it's anything that we can really do to stop this, unless if I see it, when I come across it, I speak it. But not that I can remember, as this is my first time going over these notes today. All right, so let's just say the Gupta Empire ended in 550 CE when it disintegrated into regional kingdoms after a series of weak rulers and invasions from the east, west, and north. All right, so let's say it again. I'm going to put it in America terms. America, some of America's states ended when it disintegrated. America became not united anymore. This is based off of what the prophecy that my friend said. If you look at the other videos, America was not united anymore when it disintegrated into regional when it disintegrated and the states began to break away from America after a series of weak rulers and invasions from different countries. All right, or the illegal immigrants that came in 2023 and flooded all the way in from 2024, and now recovering that we have millions of them. Not the ones who were seeking for freedom, but the ones who came for the war, to clarify. All right, so basically what God was showing to my prophet friend, and then now he's showing it in literature, is that the states will begin to break away from America. All right, don't know which one will be successful. They're going to try to break away from America, and that was going to weaken America. And that's what the word disintegrated is referring to in this particular situation with the Gupta Empire. All right, disintegrated. They began to break away from the Gupta Empire and create its own regional kingdoms. Okay, and on top of that, they had invasions or immigrants, illegal immigrants coming in and just going through a series of weak rulers who could not put their feet down. All right, so now the next one, it says they saw its demise with the invasions of the Huna people. All right, the right Huns from Central Asia. Okay, they disintegrated due to the attacks from the white Huns, due to the attacks from the Hunas people. So these people get ready to come over here and start chaos or start civil wars. And somehow it's just showing, is that civil war going to be the reason, a part of the reason why they disintegrated? A part of the reason. All right, and so from there it says, causes of decline. Emergence of the Buddhist culture presented by Gupta emperors with a number of challenges. All right. Now, these white Huns come inside of the Roman Empire, and now they want to bring in Buddha. Okay, likewise for what God was showing that he was going to do to America, to bring in these immigrants and provoke us to jealousy. And God said that in Romans chapter 10 towards the bottom with verse 19 going through 21 or something like that. He said, I will provoke them to jealousy with another nation, and a nation that's not of my own and stuff like that, right? He's going to provoke the Americans with people that is not from this country. And that is what the illegal immigrants are doing, right? And so now they want to take up our spaces, take up our resources, and so on and so forth. And back in the time with the Roman Empire, it was the culture. And it likewise is still a culture for America, okay? Being a Christian nation and then wanting to bring in all these other crazy things, drinking blood and so on and so forth, and even the White House tampering with different gods, taking Christianity out of the White House and putting the Egyptian gods inside and putting it into play. And God, and basically this is happening. That's also what I see. And so the next one, the failure to present land reform in addition to flooding and crop malfunction and natural disasters, just economic problems, but problems with the infrastructure, as you listen to the other video, and the problems with agriculture is what also hurted them. Okay, and they could not get over that process. So that land reform never took place, and then the natural disaster, the floodings, and taking away all of what was being grown and being produced for however long. All right. And it says, but the main cause of the Gupta Empire was Chandra's the second death, which gave the opportunity for the northern Indian invaders called the Huns and Central Asian nomads to conquer the empire over a blank 100-year period. Let's say that again. The main cause of Gupta Empire, the main cause of Roman Empire, the main cause of Gupta Empire fall was Chandra's the second death, which gave the opportunity for northern Indian invaders. Let's say it again. The main cause of Gupta Empire fall was Chandra's second death, which gave the opportunity for the northern Indian invaders and other Indian invaders like Russia and China the opportunity to come in and conquer. Let's keep going. So now the Greek rulers such as Buddha became an immediate cause of the empire decline. Let's say it again. Greek rulers such as Buddha became an immediate cause of the empire decline. The next one. The empire got divided into several small kingdoms, which were being ruled by chiefs. That is a part of the disintegration, all right? That was one of the main ones. So let's put that 2 on a list. All right, so besides Chandra's death, a major leader. All right, he was considered, I think, the second strongest leader, only because the other man did more work. But he was considered the second strongest leader, I would say, as the research I look. And so when he died, that just opened the door for chaos. It opened the door for everybody to attack. So that was the first one. That's what Google considered the first one. That was the first one. And then the second one will be the empire got divided into several small kingdoms, which were being ruled by chiefs. That would be the second. All right, that disintegrated, because that's going to come for America. All right. It says Chandragupta II achieved power by assassinating a weak elder brother. Again, Chandragupta II achieved power by assassinating a weak elder brother. I'm just stating things and people will put it together. Chandragupta II achieved power by assassinating a weak elder brother. Inheriting a large empire, he continued the policy of his father. The next one, constant attacks of weak rulers as well as foreign domestic rulers at the beginning of the century, at the 6th century, caused it to fail. Constant attacks from inside, which is domestic, and foreign from other people from the outside coming in to attack. All right, civil wars and wars. The empire eventually died out because of the factors such as substantial loss of territory and imperial authority caused by their own erstwhile feudatories, as well as the invasions of the Huna people. All right, the feudatories were the unfree people or the slaves or the employees, but still didn't have their own freedom. So however you put it, whatever sugar coat they want to sugar put on it, basically feudatories to me is a slave. All right. It is a slave because they had gained their own independence. All right, so as you can see, the fact that in Gupta Empire, those feudatories were set free and they gained their own they gained their own independence, then it's considered to be economic trouble. You see that? It's considered to be economic trouble because they no longer can enslave. All right. And perhaps it implies that those leaders was weak because they wanted to free slaves. Is that what I hear too? Is that where you can apply off of this? After the collapse of the Gupta Empire in the 6th century, India was gained and ruled by numerous regional kingdoms. There were 3 more kings and rulers. I'm just scanning over. How they recovered, I went over that. Okay, and a feudatory is an unfree person who owes loyalty and service to a lord in exchange for land and other benefits. All right, but it sounds nice, but they asserted their independence. But did they become entrepreneurs? Did they become business owners? Or did they become free men? How did that work? So anyhow, let's keep going. It's the division of the... Another fall that they encountered and why was called the political fragmentation. It means the division of the political landscape into different parties and groups. All right, the fact that we got Republican and Democrat, all right, and how they just basically gonna divide. All right, not coming to eye and things like that. The division of the political landscape. I'm missing something in that, but that's all I can remember about political fragmentation. All right, it's like political games, you know. And that was it. I wanted to just keep it short, sweet, to the point, and not really go into great details, pointing out leaders and things of that nature. So I just kept it short, sweet, to the point, and basically people can add it together. And that's it. You guys check out the salvation clip if you want to get saved or rededicate your life back to God. And be blessed. I'm Kateria, and this is the Power of God Ministries. JC, have a great day.